Still 0-0. Barnsley in possession. Redfern slips it out wide for Eden. Liddell again makes the run, and the ball holds up for him on the turf. And he'll look to at least get a corner out of this. He might get a free kick out of it. Rob Newman goes over to say something to the linesman. What a daft position again to give away a free kick.
A ridiculous position. I mean, Liddell's going actually nowhere, and he's just got to keep his cool, keep him there, and he's pushed him. And it's a dangerous position to have a free kick against.
Well, Jesus scored in the last 2 matches, and he was calling for it in there. Comes back towards Hendry, who gets his head to the ball, and here's the shot! And what a cracking goal as well! And Barnsley have the lead.
Well, Norwich will pay the price of giving the free kick away out there in an unnecessary position. The delivery comes in here from Sheridan. It's got away well by Danny Mills. A little bit of luck here. The ball goes back in, and young Moses slings his right foot, and it's a cracking goal. You know, you can't stop those. Gunn will have no chance of that. It's one of those situations where we can see Norwich clear the ball. It gets to the edge. Hendry just really heads that back in. He doesn't really know where it's going. Moses is left, and he cracks a fine goal in. Any striker would be proud of that one.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth there. Adrian Moses has only ever got 1 goal, and that was back in April against Wolverhampton Wanderers. He wouldn't have played tonight if Steve Davies had been fit. But that is a cracker of a shot from a young defender, probably the best moment of his young career. The referee gets in the way there, much to Edie's consternation. Liddell, it's a bristling contest at the moment, and here is Liddell. It's cut out by Newman, nearly went back to Liddell. Now Edie, as opposed to Eden on the other side. To be fair to Barnsley, they covered Darren Edie very well tonight, but now it's Such. Fleck's making the run outside of him, a good dummy as well, good decoy running made there, Robert Fleck.
It's certainly been an entertaining game, John. You know, both teams have contributed very well. Overall, Barnsley just probably deserved to be in front due to the chances they've had. But certainly there's a while to go, and one wouldn't write Norwich off.
No, Fleck there is short of goals at the moment this season. He's still got a couple. He's always dangerous. Straight up in the air from Sheridan. Out by Jones. And again by Jones. One of the youngsters in this Barnsley side. He's only 21. He's done well again tonight. There he is.
Yes, young lad has been given his chance, and he's grabbed it. And you know, he's coming to a side that's playing well, and that'll be good for him. It'll be interesting to see, John, whether Mike Walker decides to bring on Keith Scott at centre forward just to give him another attacking option, and perhaps switch to a 4-4-2 system.
Yeah, that's the look aimed at Liddell. The second favourite to get the ball though. Such turns away from trouble. Gives it to Newman, who could have joined Bristol City at the start of this season. He could have gone back there to his old club in unison with Joe Jordan, but he chose to stay at Norwich and sign a new contract. Oh, it's well won by Liddell. Hendry just knocks it back into the path of Redfern, who'll go on and slip it in here for Wilkinson. Chances here for Hendry to make it 2, and the keeper stops. Wilkinson follows in. Barnsley lead by 2 goals to 0, and the Barron run is over. And you've got to feel pleased for Paul Wilkinson, who's had one of the longest spells of his career without a goal. It's his first in 12 matches. He's poked it into the back of the Norwich net, and Barnsley lead 2-0 now.
There was good movement here when Redfern played the ball through to Wilkinson. Wilkinson did a reverse ball to Hendry, and really one fancies that Hendry should have scored there, but Wilkinson's following up well, and he toe-ends it into the goal. I think the Norwich players are claiming there's an offside here, but I don't think that is the case. I think they might be saying that Hendry might be, but the linesman was perfectly placed, and we see Hendry gets the ball, it's blocked, and Wilkinson gets a little bit of luck there to toe in that in.
And he needed a bit of luck, Paul Wilkinson.
Often that happens, John. Like, he had the great opportunity early on to score, which was an easier chance than that. But he's done well, he's got his boot to it. But it'd just be an interesting factor whether, in actual fact, Hendry was offside on that ball played through.
Back from Norwich. Free kick. Oh, in trouble here with Andy Johnson. And a real free-for-all now, just what the referee didn't want.
Well, the referee didn't ask for it, did he? I think Johnson's gone in late there. That was the first impression, a little bit of frustration creeping in, and everybody's piled in, and it makes it difficult for the referee when that happens.
Well, Andy Johnson, a young player who was sent off in successive matches last season, he's been on better behaviour since then, but he's certainly going to get a yellow card from Mr. Franklin. The other players always infuriate people by wanting to get involved. We're told to go away in no uncertain terms.
Yes, I think there's pure frustration there because they're behind, but that's not going to get you anywhere. It kills the game, and you can either end up with a booking or a sending off in these instances. The referee's decided that caution in this instance.
Well, let's have another look at the goal here.
There we see, it's very tight as he plays it. But if you're playing offside in those instances, you can get punished. It's dodgy play, but again, Wilkinson gets that little bit of good fortune to stick it in.
Edie has taken over Cook's role in midfield. Norwich with their passing game again, string it together. Clever dummy, almost two there, but it didn't get Edie through. And Barnsley will be very content with this situation at the moment. Sheridan, it's opened up for him there. Milligan sort of went away from him. So it's out wide with Wilkinson. Redfern goes round in circles to get away from Forbes, pinches it through, takes it back, hits the shot, and it comes back off the ankles of the defender. Eden, that's one across, but it does reach Hendry. It shouldn't have done really. Hendry can attack from here, hits the shot, goal number 3! Cracker, John Hendry. And the crowd are loving this. They're roaring at the moment. Barnsley are roaring as well, and John Hendry gets his first goal at Oakwell since his move from Middlesbrough. Barnsley 3, Norwich City 0.
A little bit of luck attached to this because Such should have really cleared that instead of trying to control it. Hendry picks it up and does well, takes it to the left and strikes a firm and excellent finish. That's a fine finish there. As we see, the ball comes in here. Such really should have been a defender and cleared that, and it set it up for Hendry to take him on. He gets it on his right foot, pulls it wide, and it's a good fine finish that gives Gunn no chance.
And it should be game, set and match for Barnsley now. Interestingly, both John Hendry and Paul Wilkinson scored against Norwich for Middlesbrough a couple of seasons ago in a 3-3 draw, but tonight it's 3-0. Barnsley very much in the driving seat, though Norwich have a corner. And there's still a good quarter of an hour left.
Well, they've got a lot of work to do now, Norwich, to get back into this game.
Well, they've got a corner to start that off. Straight up in the air. Well, I know, Dave, you and I saw a game last Friday night which ended 3-3 after one side had been 3 in front at Huddersfield. Yeah,
there was a lot longer to go then, John, at that stage.
There was. But it has been known to happen, so don't write Norwich off yet as Polston goes up for the header and the ball is all over the place. They've got one. I told you they might. It's Rob Newman. A little flick in from no more than 3 or 4 feet out. And Rob Newman, with his first of the season, gets Norwich on the score sheet, and they're coming back into it.
This is again from the second corner that's come in. There's people challenging there, and in actual fact Polston goes up with 2, and there's a little bit of a clash between Watson and Sheridan, getting muddled up there, and there's a drop to Newman in the box. We see the opportunity here. There's a challenge where the keeper comes. There's Fleck as well. It drops out, and Johnson plays a ball in, and Rob Newman's on hand just to put that away.
Redfern. Wilkinson making a run through the middle. Redfern finds him up there too. It's covered by Such this time. Well played, Such.
I think Danny may be thinking of bringing an extra midfield player on. He might take one of the front 3 off here just to sort of bolster it up against Norwich. Yes, John Hendry's coming off.
Hendry comes off, and Brzancic, who's a Serb who came to the club from the Portuguese side Maritimo, playing Madeira, gets a game. Very talented player, Ilvo Bazancic. Well, Hendry's certainly done his job. And he's still got the Trinidadian, Clint Marcel, and the more local lad, Martin Bullock, to come on should he want to use them. And Norwich still have Keith Scott and Carl Bradshaw in reserve, but for the time being, it's Mills, Eadie, Johnson, and Such. And right from one flank to the other, and it comes all the way out to Adams. And this is probably Norwich's best chance in the first half. Newman for Fleck, good running from Fleck. Eadie now squares the ball in here. Chance for Forbes, misses. Blazes wide, and a chance of a bit of glory for the young man in only his second appearance.
Well, there was an opportunity there when there was a bit of a mix-up. Fleck played the ball and Eadie reacted very quickly and puts a good cross in here, which ends up getting out to young Forbes, who's not that far off the target, but it was a good chance for them to get back in.
Well, Mike Walker will look at this result and wonder what might have been. Chances to both sides in the first half. Neil Adams had a really good one for Norwich, which he didn't accept. And as a result, I think Mike Walker's side is going to be beaten for the third time away from Carrow Road.
He must be brave to wear just shorts at Barnsley.
Any time of year. Sheridan. They've really kept their shape well. And they've limited Norwich in this second half to very, very few opportunities. Bradshaw has just had 3 reserve outings after a recent thigh injury. And that was a foul. Well, surely you would think it's too... Oh, dearie me! That is trouble, I would have thought. And... John Polston is in real trouble with referee Franklin there. He took Bazancic out, he gets a yellow card.
In actual fact, I don't think Polston actually realised. I think he was upset with the pass and he's just run in here. Yeah, as you can see there, he's caught him and, you know, the referee's going to book him because of the crowd reaction, but I don't think it was actually intentional.
Okay. Rather lazy, flicked with the outside of the boot by Dazoo, and Forbes flicks it on too, and the body's around here, but Redford manages to get it out, only as far as Mills. They've run out of options, so it's all the way back to Bradshaw and every Barnsley player behind the ball. Adams tries to get it into the hole, but Dazoo was there once again. The Dutchman has certainly been one of Barnsley's successes on the night. There are 2 other Dutchmen here at Barnsley, Van der Velden and Ten Heuvel. They're not in the side at the moment. And there's been no sight of Marcel this evening, rather, the Trinidadian. But Danny Wilson's got his tactics right and everything's happened for him. Ooh, if that was through, Little was on his way. As it is, Jones nudges it out for Wilkinson, forward they come again. Just time for Bazancic to make some sort of an impact here. Nice pass from him. Moses. And Moses here was the one who set Barnsley on their way.
Yes, superb goal for the young lad. He'll be well pleased with his performance overall tonight.
Forbes offside. Well, the Barnsley fans are singing Up the Football League we go, and they are going to not go any higher actually, but they do put a squeeze on Norwich just ahead of them. Norwich will stay 3rd and Barnsley will stay 4th, but there's only 1 point between the 2 after this result. have been 7, which would have been quite a lot.
Certainly Danny Wilson will look on this as being a fine victory for his team tonight, and he'll be well satisfied.
Yes, they won their first 4 games at Oakwell, one of them in the Coca-Cola Cup, 3 in the league. They've not won any of their last 6 here until tonight. They still haven't won this one yet. So as a betting man, I reckon there's a good chance.
I think even I'm prepared to say that Barnsley will win. Usually my predictions go completely up the creek.
Stinger certainly been taken out of Norwich City now as Dazoo climbs into another header. Wilkinson and Bozancic couldn't get through. What a very good win though for Barnsley. Their first victory here in 7 matches.